Welcome to the Enjoy More 30s Family Finance Podcast, the only podcast dedicated to making life more enjoyable for young families by hitting on the financial topics that tend to weigh on us, stress us out, and distract our focus from simply enjoying life.
Hello and welcome once again to the Enjoy More 30s Family Finance Podcast. Our series that we're working on right now is the financial parables of your life. Each week, I'm sharing with you what will probably be a story that you've heard of before, that you're familiar with, but it's going to be somewhat altered. It's going to be altered to help teach not just a life lesson, but a financial life lesson, because stories are just easier to remember. So we're going to use that to try to help us remember some of these key concepts. As always, before I begin, please share and like, please leave reviews. I'd love to reach and help as many young families out there that I can that are probably just like you. So today, please join me for our story, The Crow and the Pitcher. In a spell of dry weather, when the birds could find very little to drink, a thirsty crow found a pitcher with a little water in it. But the pitcher was high and had a narrow neck, and no matter how he tried, the crow could not reach the water. The poor thing felt as if he must die of thirst. Then an idea came to him. Picking up some small pebbles, he dropped them into the pitcher one by one. With each pebble, the water rose a little bit higher and a little bit higher until at last it was near enough so that he could drink. So something as small as a pebble, just a little tiny pebble, when it's combined together with lots of other little things, other small pebbles, it can help you achieve what you want to achieve. And not just something small like taking a drink, but really large goals as well. And when you're young, it may feel almost like a waste of time, maybe putting that pebble into the pitcher. It probably feels like you're putting a pebble into probably more like a swimming pool when you're young. It's just a pebble, right? It's just a pebble, for crying out loud. You get your first 401k statement that you threw a couple pebbles into, and it essentially says, well, thanks for playing, but you still have pretty much nothing, right? So who cares? Why should I even waste my time with this? When you put that small amount away, though, and you keep doing it month after month after month, year after year, it will build up. It will fill that pitcher, and now you can get what you're wanting to achieve. And the great thing, unlike the crow with his little pebbles, the pebbles that we're using, those amounts grow on themselves. Every dollar that you put in grows on the next dollar and the next dollar. So every pebble, when you do it, is going to raise the water up faster to the surface than the one before it. Every pebble is more like a little sponge. It's slowly expanding more and more over time, more and more rapidly filling it up. Then, if you can save a little bit more, put in a little bigger pebble, you can save maybe 200 instead of 100, 250 per month instead of 200 per month. It's going to add up more and more over time. If you were wanting to retire tomorrow, it probably wouldn't matter if you threw in a couple more pebbles. It really wouldn't. If you're retiring 30 years from now, though, it certainly does matter a lot. So thanks for tuning in today, and join us for next week's story, The Empty Boat. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please remember to leave those reviews and share for others. And if you need any help, don't hesitate in reaching out. I probably have helped someone just like you. Until next week, thanks for tuning in today and joining me here, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.
The conversations on this show are Joe's opinions and provided for general information purposes only. They do not constitute accounting, legal, tax, or other professional advice for your specific situation. You should always seek appropriate advice from a financial advisor, accountant, lawyer, or other professional before acting upon any content or information found here first. Joe is affiliated with New Horizons Wealth Management, LLC, a branch office of TFS Securities, Inc., and TFS Advisory Services, an SEC-registered investment advisor, member FINRA/SIPC.